Thank you for listening to the Skate Fillet podcast. This is episode 122. I am Grant Fierro. This is Michael Medina, as always. And today we have a special guest, Erik Bragg. What's up, Erik?
That's super professional, dude.
You want to know what's crazy? You can say that Mr. Bragg is a Skate Fillet alumni at this point.
Yeah, yes, you have been on before.
This is ABD.
How long ago was that? Fucking 600 years ago?
Probably like
a year and a half.
I was gonna say, well, we're on 120 episodes, so I'm gonna go with around like 7. I don't know.
That's like really insane. So how long have you guys been doing this now?
Like 2 years.
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years. It's kind of wild, man. 120 episodes. You know what's funny is like 9 Club came in. Obviously, we love them. But dude, we're way ahead, man. 120.
Yeah, what do they got? Like 60 or something?
Dude, they're about half.
Yeah, they're around 60.
And then Weekend Buzz had like probably what, 100?
I feel like Weekend Buzz was like
they were over 100. I would say they were a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I feel like Weekend Buzz was kind of everyone's daddy.
But like you guys might be the longest standing episodic skate series.
Isn't that fucking weird?
How many Weekend Buzzes there were?
That shit cracks me up on the regular.
But check it out. I think they got to a little over 100, but I don't know if they got 120.
Fuck it, they did get to 120.
Win.
120 might have been their last one, actually.
120.
Yeah, so we could be.
We're tied right now.
This is actually 122 for us. So if they ended at 120.
Oh, we fucking won, dude.
We won.
Fuck you,
hey, cheers to you, man. Cheers to you, Bragg. Thanks for sharing this time with us, man.
How exciting. How exciting. What a time to be alive. Thanks for having me on, dude.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad you joined us.
Yeah, we're stoked on the success that ETN is having, man.
I'm even more stoked.
I bet you are.
I'm sure you are.
Let's just kick this right off. How much involvement do you have with like, I guess the format, and then which shows were kind of going to be pushed more than others? Obviously, Jumping Fences being one of like the main shows, so to speak. Obviously, Four Wheels Live being one of like the main shows, so to speak. Like, what's like the thought process behind ETN as far as like the planning for it, I guess?
I mean, basically, I'm just trying to get as far ahead of it as possible. Like, Face Melters is the hardest thing to book ever. Like, and it's such a weird position to put skaters in. Like, hey, on what day do you want to like risk your life? Is Thursday, October 22nd at 4:00 cool? It's like a weird one to do. So like that one's really hard to get ahead. And we're trying to do more stuff that's not live to like make it easier on us and get ahead and let people kind of have a window into our programming schedule. Cause like right now it's still like such a mystery for people. They're just like, I don't know what's next, but next week there's gonna be something.
But I do feel that like as Face Melters has kind of come like grown, I guess, so to speak, I feel like there are dudes out there that like we've seen it in episodes, especially the most recent one, like people going there to be like, you know, down to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Like, I love the people showing up. Like Forrest Edwards at the last one.
That's what I mean. Exactly.
I didn't tell Forrest Edwards. He's just like, he shows up. You know, I didn't tell Axel. They just show up. Like, they literally follow the Instagram, see the spot, see the date, and then just like show up to watch. And it's so rad to have like pro skaters doing that.
When you thought of the idea for that, obviously you had the whole like barge the spot, let's fucking go, like the biggest shit, like let's get put on the map kind of thing. But did you ever expect for people to do that, to pop up just because of Instagram posts, just because of, you know?
No way. Like the first one we did.
You never thought about it, or you kind of hoped for it in the back of your head?
No, I totally thought kids would show up, like fans, you know?
Totally.
But I never imagined pro skaters are going to show up and fucking skate the spot also for shits and gigs, you know?
Yeah.
Like that to me is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Stoke ever, you know, because this last one when I got there, I was like, oh shit, Forrest Edwards. I was like, oh shit, Axel. Oh shit, fucking Kyle Walker, you know? I'm like,
yeah.
These dudes gonna skate the spot, and like I don't even know, you know, like, are you guys skating? And they're all, we'll see. But this one, as soon as Clive started skating the hubba, they're like, fuck that, dude. I'm not skating. It's so gnarly.
So far,
the hubba's
the sickest entrance.
Oh, yeah, and I know that it probably is like a ridiculous question to ask, but so far, what has been your quote-unquote favorite one so far as far as the Face Melters go?
I mean, it's pretty much my favorite. Like, that was just such a it was the best use to me that we've had so far for live skateboarding. Like the live gimmick is kind of cool. You feel like you're a part of it. You get to see it raw. That's rad. But I think with this last one, and for people who haven't seen it yet, Clive Dixon and Ed Duff skated a 17 stair hubba and handrail that's massive, and it's been a pretty fucked up spot to skate. It's the one Shane O'Neill 5-0'd in his most recent part. So they were skating that thing. It was gnarly. Clive fucking hit his head. He got back up, did a crooked grind on the hubba anyway. Ed Duff broke off, almost landed it, and then Jamie Foy and Zion Wright show up and fucking put on a clinic on this handrail and just did almost and did like 12 tricks or something. And what I was saying is it's exciting for me because seeing that live and seeing that raw and uncut, that's the only way to understand like the psychotic energy that was on that session, you know?
Right.
They're freaking out. Just like, what? Another trick? What?
Yeah.
We're
And
like fucking out of our mind.
Right, and for people to see that live reaction from you as well as see the trick actually, like, because that was the main thing for me. In reference to the, what was that, 34 stair or whatever that Nyjah and Chase Webb skated?
Yeah.
Okay, that episode, it was like the first one that I actually like streamed live, like as it was going on, you know? And like strictly as an audience member, my number one thing was, how live is this? You know what I mean? Like, is this like this at this exactly happening right now? So I fucking actually, Brink was there, and I hit Brink up, and I was like, hey man, I'm just very curious, like, what exactly is going on in reference like to what you're seeing as opposed to what I'm seeing? And his exact words were, it's the same fucking thing, man. Like, you're watching it live. And that is what, like, because I mean, it's crystal clear. It's not like we're sitting here with some bullshit lag. It's not like you can hear people cheering and then see the trick go down or some dumb thing like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's crystal clear. And that was like my main thing as an audience member, because obviously the idea of ETN is sick. Like, right out of the gate, like the idea behind it is fucking awesome. But the fact that it operates along with it is just exactly what we needed, I think. You know what I mean? So that was like, for me as an audience member, the like actual live feeling of it is the coolest fucking thing. You know what I mean? Especially if you're going to advertise live skating.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I get really excited when I see like a lot of pros, like when they're on tour. Like I get photos of like, you know, this last one was like the whole Vans team, and there's just like an iPhone leaning against a water bottle on some like asphalt floor, and they're all just like sitting there, like 7 dudes around a phone. So stoked, and like,
yeah, totally.
Dudes love to be a part of the live thing, you know, and I see it all the time, and there's just something about like being there for every trick and attempt and slam. You're just like, you're in it. I mean, you know how it is like in skateboarding with your friends. Like, you go out,
I mean,
you
especially
you watch your friend do it, and you're like, fucking yeah, get it, dude. Like,
right. Especially when like a lot of other social media platforms are pushing their live capabilities. You know what I mean? Like, why shouldn't we too?
Yeah. I mean, you can't. When Instagram Live came out like a week before we launched, I was like, fuck. Like, we better make sure our production quality is like tits if we're gonna like compete with the stupid phone, you know?
Exactly. But I mean, in today's day and age, a majority of skate clips are watched on a phone. So why not watch the live shit too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. Obviously, I'm in.
Absolutely, especially like when it feels like raw clips and raw files or whatever the fuck you want to call your raw footage, you know, that companies drop.
Yeah.
It's almost like extending off of that even further.
Yeah, it's like a whole other level of the raw. It's like it's sick. I love to see, like, especially in this most recent face melters on the 17 rail and hubba, was just like the hype and like the stoke to get all those dudes jumping on that thing was rad.
Oh, you're frozen. What happened?
Am I good?
It freezes up sometimes. I don't know why it happens. I don't know why that happens.
Are you sitting on the router?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just broke up for a second. Hey, hang on. My dog is fucking something up. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec.
No, I was just saying that the hype was cool, especially at this most recent one, to see, like, to get those dudes to jump on that thing was rad.
It's so the story on that one was do you switch the cameras? How does this work? Or is it random?
It goes to whoever's talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, that's fancy, dude. That's cool. All right, sorry. Just curious about your live switching technology over here. Jamie Foy called me that morning, and he's like, "Hey, I saw that you guys fixed the run up on that spot. What time's the session?" I said, "It's 4 o'clock." And he's like, "Fuck, I land at 3:55 at LAX. You think I can make it?" And I was like, "You can try, dude. Just book it and get there as fast as you can if you want to skate." Because he just asked if he can come skate, and then fucking purely skated.
So I have a question, Erik. So there's face melters. Which show was it when you guys had Diego originally try to kickflip the table a long ways?
So that was originally a Jumping Fences. All right, hey, Jim, was watching.
Whoa. Jumping Fences. Okay, so for face melters, are you guys getting a permit to do these?
Yeah, so far for every face melter we've had a permit. We're not against not having one, but like, because if we put all this promotion into like showing this dude's gonna skate this spot, and then we put it online, like, what if we just get there and the cops are like, "Yeah, dude, we follow at ETN, dude. You can't skate. Go home." Like, everyone's gonna be so bummed. Like, showing this dude's gonna skate. So yeah, we permit all the face melters so far, but like, we were gonna do one maybe at what's it called, D7 in New York, which is just like that big ass 7 or 5 block, 6 block, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we weren't gonna permit that. We were just gonna go for it because like that's not gonna be a bust. But it just kind of depends on the spot. And so far, every spot has been like, yeah, we can permit that. Fuck it.
Okay.
As far as the permits go.
Wait. I want to follow up on this. So Diego's jumping fences. He tries to get this kick flip. The cops, whatever, the whole thing. It doesn't happen. So then, what was it, like 2 weeks later? Maybe you guys dropped the first episode of Redemption, where he went back and got it, but it wasn't filmed live.
The new show for him.
Yeah. So was Redemption like a planned out show, or was that like, well, we don't want to go live and have it not happen again?
No, we've talked about it, and we kind of like we're talking about the formula and how that would work. It actually started with David Reyes, because David Reyes is like battled a bunch of different tricks. One in particular that's going to be in his Edney's part. It's pretty fucked, and he had to go there 9 times.
Wow.
And in the past about doing a redemption tour where he just goes to a bunch of spots that he hasn't landed shit at and tries to do it again. So I don't know. He kind of like put that in my head a couple years ago. This idea of a redemption tour or whatever I thought was really funny. And then after Tommy fucked up his foot trying to frontside flip Davis on that first face melters, like, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do it. And we just thought that was the first time we're like, okay, well, we're going to need a show called Redemption live, because that would be stupid. That would be like rude to the dude, first of all. Like, hey, you want to go try a trick live that you didn't do last time? Like, that'd be so embarrassing.
Sorry.
So no, so we said just like whatever, and then that was the perfect time because Diego pretty much did it that day, but the cops got called.
Yeah, he had it,
and he was going to Copenhagen like 3 days later, and I was like, why don't you just come back tomorrow and fucking do it? It's Saturday. Like, just like, you got it right now. You're in it. You got it. Come back tomorrow. We'll film it. We'll create a new show. The next day. I think it took 40 tries too. Okay. Something like that. It seems like a lot of fucking tries to go over that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did it, and then we just like made up the show after. Like, he went to Copenhagen. We're like, all right, we'll figure out the show. Yeah, that's why his voiceover is over the phone. Yeah. He just wasn't around.
So what was personally, like, seeing that he was gonna try that in a schoolyard on a weekday, I was like, I wonder if that's gonna work. Was that? I'm sure that had to have gone through your guys' head. Like, what was why on a weekday?
There was a meeting that we had a long time ago, and I really care about like how people perceive the network and know what they're gonna get. And so we were like, all right, well, let's just start putting out a show every Thursday, and then they can have some reliability, and we can be accountable, and we'll just know that every Thursday there's a new show. And so we never like announced that, but we were like, at least it'll feel consistent on a Thursday. But now that plan wasn't too thought out, because now it gets dark at like 6:30 already.
Yeah. When
winter rolls around, it's going to get dark at like 5 o'clock. So we're not skating schools after they're closed. It's not summer anymore. So we have to be a little more flexible with, weekends and Thursdays and whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
But basically, we put out a show a week. If you guys haven't noticed. We never announced it or talked about it, because we don't want to be like, and then 1 week something goes wrong and everyone's like, fuck you guys. fucking refund me. It's like, dude, come on. The dude hurt himself. Chill.
I know that like initially you guys got a lot of bullshit for the whole like subscription thing or whatever. You know what I mean? Having to pay for skateboarding because skateboarding's always been free and blah blah blah. Like now that like we've seen ETN evolve and take on these bigger platforms such as like Tampa Pro and Street League is in particular is what I had in mind. Like, do you still get that shit a lot?
Not much. Like the only time I see it is sometimes when like another brand will post our commercials for shit where like their dudes are in it. Mm-hmm. I'll see some comments on there like, "Oh, come on, make this shit free. This is gay." But like, and I don't think it's ever gonna stop. You know what I was thinking about? That's kind of a trip. All right, so when it first started, and I saw this shit talking.
How long ago did it first start?
I think it was the end of February. We're like 7 months old.
Yeah, because it was Tampa Pro, which was around that time.
Yeah. Okay, that was like in the back of my head. I just couldn't fucking put my finger on it for sure.
Dude, we're only like 6 or 7 months old.
Yeah, that's
put out in 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, less than a year to have people change their mind on such a like a determining factor, so to speak, in less than a year is like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, 6 months ago, like you guys,
like, come on,
the devil, and now it's like fuck yeah, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just curious.
I didn't even remember what I was talking about. What were we talking about?
You had some sort of realization, something you thought of recently.
So I DM'd each one of these shit talkers, you know, and I just like would be like, hey, you know, I would be nice to them, but one of the questions I would always ask is how long have you been skateboarding? And the answer a lot of the time were a year. You know, I've been skating for a year. I've been skating for a year and a half. And it dawned on me the other day, like, all right, we're already 6 months old. So in a year from now, the cycle of these shit talking kids, they would start skating when ETN was already a thing. So it's not even a new thing. We're about to become normal. I just need like 1 more year. It'll just be like, yeah, when I started skating, ETN was a thing. And then they'll have no talk shit. They'll think it's just normal.
Especially, I mean, that is completely, yeah, it's completely true. Especially if you stay on platforms like Street League and shit, man. Where like mommy and daddy are taking them personally to go see it, then absolutely. Then mommy and daddy will be doing that little payment for the entire month for their children.
Yeah, and it'll be normal. I can't wait.
Almost there. Let's see what else.
Of like, no more shit talking, pretty much.
Yeah. So I commented, when we posted on the Skate Fillet account on Instagram, we had some viewers comment some questions. So one of them was, do you have a favorite trick that you've ever filmed?
I mean, the
heavy question.
Gnarliest trick I've ever filmed, I would say, like hands down, is tray flip, Davis Gap, Chris Johnson.
That's what I had. That's what I figured. Yo, hold off on it.
You know, but my favorite clip, I think, is Sheckler trying to backside flip El Toro. Like he didn't land it, but like
how many times did he try that? Like how many days?
We went 1 day.
Oh, there's only 1 day.
Yeah, 1 day, and he got fucking smoked.
How many times do you think you jumped down it?
I want to say 3.
Ooh, that's short. Wow.
You don't get too many, you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
When he got smoked on, he had fucking 4 on the floor, but his nose clipped the last stair. And that like shook his foot off, and he like did the splits and like ripped his butt open. Or at least, you know.
Look like
like you rip your butt open, you're like, oh god.
Oh yeah, I think everyone who's ever ridden a skateboard knows that feeling, and just be absolutely just helpless, like, oh.
Half buddy, can you check me out back there?
Yeah.
What is your involvement with Plan B these days?
Nada, whole lot of nada. Before ETN started, when I did that grinding gears thing where they all skated that car.
Yeah.
That was pretty much like my last project with them. I was just like freelance shit, and they were always cool with me doing a lot of freelance shit, but I was just doing more and more and more, and like they didn't have like a plan. We weren't like filming a full-length video, and I was like doing commercials for them periodically, and I don't think I don't think they knew how much I was doing with grinding gears. Like maybe I wasn't communicating it properly to them. Like, hey, dude, I'm going out every day and filming like the sickest thing Plan B's put out in 10 years. You were just like, what's going on, dude? Like, I guess I don't know if we should really be doing this anymore. And I was like, all right, well, I'll finish this project and then I'll just do my thing. It's all good.
Totally. And I remember the last time that we did speak with you, that's pretty much like right when the Diamond commercial and the Diamond footwear had just launched.
Oh, that's right.
What's going on with it? What's your involvement with them currently, I guess, since we need to catch up with you, you know, since we're playing catch up Skate Fillet style.
Diamond, I still love those dudes. And like right now I'm working on, I don't know if you guys saw, it's called Meet the Miners. I did one with Boo. And it's kind of just like.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
So it's just like letting you know, like what's this dude's deal? What's he all about? Where'd he come from? What's going on? And I'm doing one of those right now with Jamie Foy. But like, I'm just too busy with ETN shit. Like I did a couple trips with Jamie. I got a lot of footage. I went and like met his parents, met his sister, and like went to his hometown and shots of his, you know, the water tower, the whole thing. It's like looking good. Yeah. But like seriously, I shot most of that shit almost a year ago now. I still haven't finished it. So the dude who was working for me for a while, this kid Gino Woolard, he was doing like, I don't know, he was just basically my right-hand man for a while. Like now taking over the Diamond position, and I'm just like, I'm busy with ETN. Dude, I gotta focus on this.
At least you got to like pass it off to your homie, though. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah. And like he worked so hard on so many projects with me. Like it's great that like now he's doing it, and he's really talented. And yeah, he's a great cinematographer. So it's cool that he's doing it.
You spoke about being like, but I can't. Right. You spoke about like being extremely busy with ETN and everything. Like, what exactly is your involvement with them? Because it's like some people have the perception that you're the creator, and some people have the perception that you're the face of it. Like, what exactly is your role with ETN?
Basically, there's a lot of people that work there. Like, I get a lot of credit when shit's cool, and I'm okay with that because I got all the shit when people were mad. So now I'm like, okay, I'll take the credit down. That's funny.
Yeah.
But basically, with all the other dudes, my role is to create the shows. I don't necessarily create them all from thin air. Sometimes, like, there's guys that we work with, skaters that are like, what about something like this? But I'm responsible for, like, taking whatever those ideas, wherever they came from, making them a show. And then even when it comes to, like, dude, Ira, he, like, directs all the shit. And I'm just responsible for, like, is it cool? Does it suck? Like, that's kind of, like, I got to be on it, and I'm involved in everything. You know, like, who's the host?
So you're kind of like the authenticator, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's got to fall on someone, you know. And like, all of our team is really cool, and they're all authentic too. But at the end of the day, there's got to be one person, you know, because if there's any sort of argument, you all day, we're just gonna go, all right, Erik? What's the deal? And I'll be like, this one. It's like, all right, fuck it, it's that one.
Totally. And like what from the shows that we do know about that are going to keep moving forward, like the face melters and the jumping fences and things like that. What about Four Wheels Live? Because I think people were fucking stoked on that. So and I think that as a fan of the show first, before I speak about anything like as far as the layout or whatever, as a fan of the show, the raddest part was like how fucking random the guests were. That was my favorite part. You had no idea. Like I had, you know what I mean? Like Westgate and MJ like loved it. Like those two dudes are like my favorite ones so far, honestly.
Let's see if we can FaceTime the co-host. She was trying to FaceTime me when I was driving here. See if it works.
Well, let's see if she answers. That'd be sick.
FaceTime unavailable. What does that mean?
That means that she's in the Canary Islands or wherever the fuck.
Canary Islands, that's right. Let me see if she's awake. It's kind of late over there.
You know, I'm not going to lie, dude. I learned the term Canary Islands from you. I have no idea where the fuck those are.
The Canary Islands
are totally honest.
Actually closer to Africa, but part of Spain.
Sick. Yeah. I swear to God, I had no fucking clue.
Four Wheels Live, season 2. Oh, she's awake. Oh, she's in bed. FaceTime me. live.
Have a beer on American podcast.
We'll see if that works. It wasn't working while I was driving too. Maybe it's just like Canary Island iPod. I don't know what's going on over there. Four Wheels Live Season 2 is coming back. It's a pretty expensive show, but also like when we go back and look at what's being watched, someone comes in, create a new subscription for like a Face Melter or a Street League. Like pretty much anyone that comes in watches every episode of Four Wheels Live.
Always.
So funny.
So
always. It was one.
Like the first we made it, and we like didn't really like we weren't that good at budgeting. We're like, fuck, dude, that show is expensive as fuck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do it.
I think that you guys like really grew with it though as it went along. Like you could, especially you in particular, like you can tell like your comfortability went from night and day from the first to last episode of that first season.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy hosting that thing.
It was sick because I mean you obviously know a lot of those dudes that were like know them personally, got out skating with them, whatever. So like the little jokes we toss in with them are so funny. Like the one with Tori, which you don't have to know Tori too well, but it was like he had to skate with the fog machine or something, and you made some joke about he's used to skating with smoke all around him, or just like little stuff like that. That was so funny.
I had a blast doing that show, man. That was like one of the funnest things I've ever done. So for sure we're gonna do that. Fucking DM me ideas for the Wild Wheel. We got some pretty good DMs, and I'm like, that's actually a great idea.
Oh hell yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
One question that somebody told me to ask you, one of my homies told me to ask you, is that do you guys have the set somewhere stored away right now, or are you gonna remake it?
It's set up, right? It's like
we have everything except for the light wall.
Okay.
Yeah, like all the wheels and shit, the big signs, it's all like in a shipping container.
Yeah. That's what he was wondering. Okay, cool.
That's funny.
But that light wheel is so expensive. That's like the whole cost of the show. Like that thing's so expensive.
Which one big ass light?
It's like a bunch of little lights on a wall, but it's like 40 feet long or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Easy light wall. It's a game show, and then like, oh shit, those are expensive.
Have you already reached out to guests for season 2?
I haven't had to because basically every pro skater I've bumped into since season 1 came out was like, dude, put me on the game show, dog.
That's sick. That's sick.
So the next season, I want to try to film a lot of episodes because we have like, I don't know, like pretty much every dude's down to do it.
How many episodes were there in the first?
Only 6.
Okay. And how long were you looking to make the second one?
I mean, dude, I'll film as much of it as possible. I'm trying to get like some dumbass sponsors signed up because it's a game show and no one would even care. Like, if I was like, it's brought to you by Clorox bleach, like it'd just be funny. Who cares?
It'd be fucking great. Or that would add to it, in my opinion.
Brought to you by Maytag washer and dryer.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, it'd be even funnier if you sent the winners home with a fucking Maytag washer and dryer.
Yeah, you get a washer and dryer, you get a fucking dishwasher. Like, who cares?
Oh, that'd be great.
I just don't know anyone at Maytag. I don't know how to make that happen. So yeah, we're trying to do that because I just don't think people will care. You know.
Yeah.
No one will care about corpos in that show. I'll give you a Ford Fiesta or something. I don't know.
Do you remember when Omar Hassan was sponsored by Ford or some shit like that?
Right, Omar Salazar for a minute. I remember that.
Omar Salazar, is that who I'm thinking of?
I think he went by Toyota maybe or something like that.
That's so sick.
I don't know how that
bring the fucking car sponsors back to skating.
I think Nuge did like a tour in a Scion or something.
I remember hearing about it was like a Baker Scion tour somehow.
What?
Yeah, I don't know like how that happens, but
that's a good one. I like it.
It's funny because there's like whack corporate sponsorships, and then if it's like so whack it's hilarious, it's like okay again, you know.
Good point.
Like if you're sponsored by like Slim Jim, you're kind of like, I don't know, dude, that's kind of whack. But if you're sponsored by like company, you're like, fuck it, that's hilarious, go nuts.
Yeah, that is absolutely true too.
Yeah.
Do you remember those like cheese cracker Nyjah commercials?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh my god, dude!
I have no idea
so
what it's called though.
Dude, I was every single time it came on, I got hyped. There's no denying it, dude. I can't deny that one. Like that's gotta be the funniest shit. Like, how much money did that fucking cracker company pay Nyjah?
Probably
I hope a lot.
For that, yeah. Let's hope.
Love it.
Erik, do you have a? Let's see. What was the question I had? Sorry. Favorite skate video of all time. I guess I would
Welcome
assume
to
the
hell.
full length.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, are we at Instagram comments? Because I want to ask.
Yeah,
my
I'm reading
favorite
those
one.
right now. Welcome to
Oh,
hell.
sick.
Do you have a favorite part in Welcome
You gotta
to Hell?
mention the dude who's asking. You gotta put his handle in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got to get
His
these guys that are
Instagram is
light, man.
Austin Giletti asked what your favorite skate video of all time was, and I'm gonna follow that up with, do you have a favorite part in Welcome to Hell?
Jamie Thomas.
Ooh.
Jamie Thomas's part in Welcome to Hell was like basically the thing that, what, I don't think I'm gonna be in the NBA. Let's put some long hair. Let's listen to some classic rock and get a flannel and fucking go full speed ahead and do it back when AD Mellon on the street. Like that part like changed my life, you know?
That's sick.
I don't really get nervous around pro skaters, but Jamie Thomas a little bit. I see him, I'm just like, oh, hey dude. So I can, I'm gonna go over here. I still like, I don't know, that dude just like, yeah, I thought he was so cool. And I haven't even changed. I still have long hair and wear flannels and listen to fucking classic rock. Same shit.
So you're still the same. All these
Yeah, I'm
years.
stuck.
Hey, we got 3 different ones from a dude named 47.com. You want them all?
Light it
Fire 'em
up.
up. Here we go. How long have you been growing your beard?
I thought about this the other day, actually. I think like 3.5 years, but it's getting shorter now because it's like breaking off because I don't like take care of it, you know? But like got longer, now it's just like I'm just dying now. Like all my shit's maxed out. Like I don't cut my hair, I don't shave my beard. It's just like
It's maxed out.
Got
That's what it said. Okay,
this
he
beard's
has
the limit.
this. Oh, sick. All right, love it. Yo, this one is kind of like a 2-parter, I guess. Okay, it's do you hide food in that beard, and what foods usually get stuck in your beard?
Every food gets stuck in my beard. Runny eggs are absolutely disgusting because you can't get them out. So I don't eat runny eggs anymore. Eating sandwiches is a big problem because the sandwich like shovels my mouth. So I typically need like food that I can eat like this.
With the fork.
I love it.
I did hide a cigarette in my beard, and I thought that was kind of funny because, you know, I was drinking and I just stuck one in there and you couldn't see it. And
No way.
And then it was time to smoke a cigarette and I was like, oh, fucking, you got a lighter, dude? And I was like,
you know what's
Pretty cool
rad is
party
the person that you did that to, I guarantee they probably think that's like a really common thing that you do. And they probably
know.
thought there was more than one cigarette in there.
but you could like put shit in here for sure. Like, I can't see myself.
You need a wallet. You could just
in there.
put all your credit cards in there. Your
There you go.
ID.
There's a credit card in there, dude.
No one, we have no idea. You don't need a wallet anymore.
Oh, that's fucking
Good, I
excellent.
fucking lost it. I was going to this music thing this weekend, and I was filling up this flask. And I was like, "Fuck, they're gonna search my pocket." And John Scott was like, "Why don't you just put it on your neck?
Did you?
Just put it right here. No one will ever see it." I didn't
Did you do it? Oh,
No,
I was gonna say it probably would work.
all these flasks, and my buddy's like, "Dude, we have artist passes. Like, there's gonna be free drinks. You're good." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, okay, yeah, that's sick. You were just going the dirtbag route.
I was just preparing for dirtbag.
Yeah, exactly. This one's a really pretty rad question. How do you see ETN growing in the future, and is it your goal to make ETN the one and only source for skateboarding content? And that's from Pereyu Lu.
One and only source? Hell no, dude. Please, I enjoy the fact that there's free media for other kids to see. I know that we are a premium product, so no, I never want to be the boarding media. Obviously, we all love Thrasher, and you know, Barracks puts out some pretty cool shit too. So I hope they all keep doing it. Where I see us growing is just more shows, bigger events. You know, I talked about it on the 9 Club, but the more subscribers we get, the more money we'll have, and the more money we can spend on production. And to me, that's really exciting. Like doing something, that disaster series where we had 2 like crashed semi trucks and made this ridiculous ramp, like shit like that. That's big is really exciting to me, and I want to like.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, you know, but like the more people that subscribe to our bullshit, the more bullshit we can make. So
Totally.
I just want to make I want to make big, dumb, crazy shit. You know, I want people. If you don't tune in and go like, "What the fuck is he doing?" then I feel like I've kind of blown it. You know.
Okay.
No, absolutely.
You guys have
They don't want to fucking ship on the beach for the next disaster. You know.
That would be crazy. You guys have
It's expensive, but who cares?
this new skateboarding poker game, I think. I saw that's coming out soon. Do you want to maybe let the viewers know what to expect from that at all, or do you want to keep it a secret?
Yes. Here's the leak. No secrets. Fucking let's let it leak. All right. It's called Let 'Em Ride. Mark Johnson is the host and the dealer, and it's this fucked up game we dreamt up where everyone's got poker chips and it's real money. So it's winner take all. Someone's gonna win a G at the table, and also that winner goes on to the big tournament later where the 8 winners from the 8 episodes we made all sit together, and it's the fucking big super game, and you win more money and yada yada. Here's how the game is played. Okay, card face up. This is a shared card for the whole table, and it's gonna say like flip trick on the 5-stair, and then everyone's got small and big blinds. I don't have to play poker, but you got to bet. Do you think you got a flip trick on the 5-stair or not? Someone might fold. Fucking I'm out. All right, next card face down. Everyone gets their own. Regular switch, nollie, fakie. No one knows what you got. Now it's time for another round of betting. And then you can just fucking fake it. It might say nollie, you don't got shit, but you go, fuck it, I'll raise 100. So everyone does another round of bets. Okay, all right, pot's good. Next card, face down, each your own. This is how many tries you get. So you might have nollie first try. You might have regular and 5. You don't know what each other has, and everyone's betting, you know?
Okay.
And so, like, Billy Marks was on the show, and Billy's really good at poker. So he did a lot of bluffing, and I won't tell you the results of the episode, but Billy did all right and didn't have to do a whole lot of tricks because he just knows how to play poker and bet appropriately and scare people away. So if people fold and there's like 2 dudes that are down, all right, you 2 dudes got to go do the trick now. And then if one dude does it, boom, you steal the pot. That's how it goes. We're actually in the money. It's a fucked up, funny game. And like, we kind of encourage partying on the game.
Yeah.
But we have a cocktail waitress. So she comes around asking you what you want to drink. We had this one episode. I'm trying to think who was on it. David Reyes, Cole Wilson, Willis Kimball, and Taylor Kirby. And those dudes got fucking hammered. Like they drink so many beers and fucking shots of tequila. And they smoked like 4 packs of cigarettes. The game was like a 4-hour game. It was the most insane thing ever. And like we're like, wow, that was a pretty hardcore party, you know?
Yeah.
There's some sober games.
Time-wise.
Right now, we've only started editing episode 1. It looks like it's going to be about 27 minutes long at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to sit down with the editor and we're going to like augment ETN, right? So I make up all the dumb rules for the game. I make up all the tricks that are going to be on the cards. I sit in the truck. Mark Johnson has a little thing in his ear. And so I'm talking to Mark the whole time. He's hosting, he's doing it, but I'm like, helping move the show along. Right. Meanwhile, I was over here directing cameras. All right, camera 1, camera 2. We got an audio dude. And and so now I got to go sit with the editor tomorrow, and we're just going to go through the show and like, all right, we need to like do this, pacing here. And then we're going to record some voiceover, like sports style. So it's going to be like, okay, and Cole Wilson raises $50.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Like, when
easy to understand.
Did you kind of build the team there, or like how did the ETN team kind of come together?
Time out. I'm plugging in my laptop.
You're fine. Plug it in, big dog.
Shit.
And there's the infamous bike that we see on Bragg's Instagram stories right there. So we got a guest.
Dude, check it out.
We got a guest star in the house for sure.
That's 2 bikes, brother.
Oh shit! It is 2 bikes.
Oh yeah, there is.
Well, I'm used to seeing the black one.
The black one was my OG.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
I don't really. The handlebars are kind of fucked up, so I can't really Instagram on the green one.
Grant, did you ask my favorite question while I was away?
What was that?
I don't think you did.
Hey, dude, check us out.
From Instagram?
Okay, good. Can't wait to hear Bragg's response for this one.
Hey, dude, I tried to like really hook up this interview. Check it out.
What's up? What do you got?
You see that light?
Did you get some sick lighting? Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what's
up.
It
broke. I just used it on a shoot this morning, and now it's broken.
Oh.
What the fuck, man? What's up with this thing? I'm trying to hook you guys up, dude.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. A for effort.
Yeah, you tried.
I use
what
that this
were you about to
morning.
explain to us?
Oh wait, what's that? Oh, the team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think that's a lot of people are curious about, like, how do you work at ETN? What does ETN do, kind of thing.
I know it's funny. Like, I'm surprised more people don't hit us up for jobs, but we get kind of a lot of hit ups from like. I'm surprised. I wish there was a bunch of really talented young kids with no job hitting me up, being like, "What do I do?" I'm keeping them talented.
There is though. Yeah. There is that. There's a whole generation of really talented kids that love skating. You know.
If you're talented and you're cheap, hit me up.
There you go, kids. If you're talented and you're a cheap bitch.
And where do they have to live though? LA?
What's that?
Do they have to live in LA or
must live in LA?
In LA, yeah, that'd be helpful. Because you're
yeah.
probably not going to be able to afford to move.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of skateboarders. Like this dude, you should follow him on Instagram. I don't know, a bunch of skateboarders.
Yeah, we love skateboarders. We love skateboarding created things, man. I think that's like what people like to know, especially about quote unquote new things. You know what I mean? Like they see you, but behind the scenes there could be a bunch of sons of bitches in suits. And I think that people like what's that?
So there's a bunch of filmer editors in one room, and then Daniel Duarte is like the manager of all those dudes. He can do kickflip front crooks, so that's pretty cool. And then there's like the content manager who could beat all your friends in a game of skate. He's really good too. Yeah, I don't know. Tyler Smolinski is like one of my favorite editors that works for us. He's better at like tranny skating than me and can ollie like this high.
Right. So what you're trying to say is that it's skateboarding content created by skateboarders.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Matt Rodriguez, he's like in charge of, I guess you would call it brand. He like makes sure like ETN is cool and everything we're doing like looks good visually and everything. That dude did you know that brick outledge at Cal State Fullerton, I believe it is. You know it if you saw it, but he did back nose grind nollie flip out, and that's like a 8-stair outledge. So he's pretty fucking.
Hardly.
I mean, that's a pretty pro trick, man.
Yeah, he's pro as fuck. Any pro for sure. The dude,
okay, you know what?
The dude who's like camera 1, camera 2. That dude at Curb Killer. You can check out all his shit. Skates mostly curves. Kills.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen him on Instagram.
He's our director. There's a bunch more dudes, but you know. How long are we gonna talk about that?
You know what? You touched on something that I just didn't want to cut you off. You said that when you were speaking about what your role is at ETN, you said something about like wanting to do bigger events. With you just doing Tampa Pro and Street League, what did you have in mind exactly?
I mean, yeah, but those are like contests. Like I don't know.
Right. That's what I mean. I mean, like when you said events, I guess like
original, funky, fucked up. Like what is this? Why are you guys doing this? Like I don't know what it is, but you know, I just the hill bombing contest thing.
Fucking so sick. I think that was one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen.
Same, dude. I was fucking terrified. I've honestly like lagged on doing it again because when I was there and watching, I was like, okay, I'm super scared right now. Like I don't want to be the dude who's like, and I created the death of 5 of your favorite skaters, you know? And like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like that show's fucking hectic, dude. Those guys are flying. That was like the real deal.
Raven is a freak, man.
Raven's a freak. Yeah, he brought like, you know, crazy boards and stuff to skate, which I thought was crazy.
He's a fucking freak,
yeah, and the little polarizer.
Dude, Slash, we were there in the morning, like not with Slash. I just was there. We were like getting shit set up. And then we're in this like little house and we hear, we're like, oh, is someone fucking bombing the hill? And I like poke my head out the house and Slash like flies by the bottom of the hill in like some tiny shorts and a shirt. Maniac, there's no stop sign for cross traffic there. And I went out there, I was like, what are you doing? Like, how did you, like, that was fucking pretty stupid, you know? He's like, fuck it, karma test. Guess I'm a good person.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
What a maniac. And also, how's this? he didn't even go up the hill. He drove from the backside and just like got to the top, never went up it, and just went
straight down it.
Oh wow.
He's like real deal maniac, dude.
That's gnarly.
That's
One
like
of my
next
favorite
level
people.
hectic.
Austin Giletti, who also asked your favorite skate video, he wants to know, what was your first camera?
Oh, that's a good one.
Fuck, it's kind of.
Oh, you're looking
I
for
let
it.
Anthony borrow it. Hold on.
Sick. We get to see his camera on the screen.
Oh, we're gonna give it away. We're gonna give Bragg's camera away here on Skate Fillet.
Damn it. I let Andrew Peters borrow it for this project for Monster Children that he's working on. If you guys don't know who Andrew Peters is, at Andrew James Peters. He's an Australian photographer. He rips and he runs Chat, Zine, and also Fucking Oath in Australia.
I love that you keep plugging people. Keep doing
I know,
that.
that's right.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm back in there.
dudes. Check them out.
Back in your
No, we love skateboarding created content, man. We're all about that shit here.
He's like filming some fucked up video. He borrowed my camera, but the battery sucks dick, so he had to buy a new one. Obviously, the battery's from like 1998. It's not going to still work.
That was your first camera in 1998?
1998 is when I got my first camera. Yeah, I mean, I used to play
How
with
old were
my
you?
98. I would have been like 14, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, first camera was like, you held it like this, and it turned like this, and it just had a big screen here, and it was 8. It was not high 8. It was before that. It was 8.
Oh, wow.
And then the next year, I don't have my camera because I sold it to get the high 8. And then yeah, it was another one of these weird guys.
Okay. This actually makes me think. So we've had Chris Ray on here before, and we've talked to him about, and I think another filmer. Who do we have? Roger, maybe. And we've talked about kind of like VX footage versus HD footage. Is there one you prefer to watch?
Okay, I will say this: the depth lens on a VX is
Way better.
the coolest fisheye to frame. Like, I love how it looks. It makes tricks look perfect. It makes gaps look big. I love that about it. The camera sucks. The audio is great. I love the microphone on a VX also. I love that. I've looked into and I took it to like an electrician dude way to make a shotgun mic out of the old VX mic for my new cameras so I can keep that sound. But he said that the sound is the sound processing, which comes from the board. And that's pretty much the whole camera, so I might as well just put a VX on top of my camera if I want it to sound that way. So I bailed on that. I love that fisheye, I love the sound, but the camera looks like shit, and I'm over it. It's 2017. Let's get some HD.
Thank you. Especially if you're like a skater, like a black dude or a Mexican dude, like you don't stand a chance.
But like, I don't know, then I see like the weekend dudes using it.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't know, looks sick. Fuck
But
it.
at the same time, though, man, I feel like the VX, like in 2017, is almost like revolved around certain brands nowadays.
Yeah, I would.
Like the Weekend and like a full length Baker vid or like something like that. It's almost like you see it in VX already.
Yeah. Is Zero still filming on the VX? I have to
I think
imagine
so.
they still are.
Yeah, I think Zero still is. Zero's what?
Yeah, I believe they still film VX. Yeah, definitely. I think, I don't know. Mike and I have shared our opinions on that in the past, but I agree.
At the end of the day, though, like, it doesn't matter what camera you're using or whether you're putting it out on this or that. Like, it's just about the content, you know? Like, that's the most
Totally.
important. The rest
Because
of it,
like I'm like kind of
Preference.
historically, I'm not really a fan of the VX. My first skate videos were all VX, so like don't get me fucked up. Like I'm almost 30. Like I don't get me fucked up. I've been through the transition stage and I've seen the VX versus the HD stuff. I have no problem with the VX footage itself. It's just that I feel like we've outgrown it.
yeah, I mean, I have personally. I haven't
That's
filmed
how I feel about it.
on a VX since 2008, I think.
Wow.
You haven't
Wow.
used one since 2008, you said?
Yeah.
Cool. That's a dope question. That was actually one of the questions that I had for you regarding
I
this
like-
VX.
I think HVX footage looks super good, or HPX. It was like Panasonic's.
Yeah.
Those big fish eyes. I think that footage looks so good.
It looks great. Yeah, I bought an HPX in 2009. They were like 6 Gs or something.
Wow.
It was like super scary. And
I bet.
once I did that though, like literally got that camera, I never picked up a VX again. Like not even a single one project.
How do you feel about things like GoPros being able to film in 4K?
I mean, like you can call it 4K, but it's not about pixels, you know, it's like what it looks like.
Yeah.
And so like Dr. Purple Teeth, some of that shit that he films, I'm like, dude, that looks fucking sick. And I've heard people talk shit, but that dude's got a GoPro on a stick.
Yep.
You know, like when you're filming a line, you gotta wait at the bottom of the stairs, and the fucking dude lands, and you have to all of a sudden go in full speed instantly. It's like the hardest thing to film ever. That dude can do that perfectly with a camera on a stick. Line up the dude, film it. I'm blown away by that dude's ability.
I feel like Chris Ray also fucking nails it on like the GoPros.
I mean, for me, that GoPro stuff is like pretty normal, I would call it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Purple Teeth is the only one that I've seen use a GoPro and I go, wow, that's like progressive. Like he's doing something different. He's capturing skateboarding in a way that's impossible to capture any other way. Oops, yeah. Mike Adelpe, Oops, who's now taken over as the Plan B TM and filmer.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Congrats to him, dude.
He filmed the whole Plan B video with me the whole time. He's been Plan B for days. He filmed
I don't think a lot of people knew that. I didn't know that personally.
You didn't know that, Mike?
I swear to God, I didn't know that.
Well, I thought you knew that he was more than just...
I thought he was more just like Jocelyn's little homie.
No, he's been filming Plan B since VX days.
I think it is cool.
How the fuck did I not know that? That's crazy.
I think it is cool that, like, regardless of whether you like the way he films with the GoPro or not, it is cool that you know it's him immediately. Like the second
you can do that shit. You could try, but you're not gonna be as good as him. And what's crazy?
And we've seen people try.
That dude's the best fish.
They like popped off for a second on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. He skyrocketed. He passed me in followers. I was pissed.
was this before or after you won the lottery?
I was like, God damn it.
This was before you won the lottery, though, right?
Oh, don't worry, I got him now. But I'm just saying.
That is amazing. That makes me think. Before the show, I tweeted out the link to let everyone know that we're live, and I asked you if you had a Twitter you wanted me to tag, and you said, ask me that on the show because you have a Twitter story, so I'll let you expand on that.
Yeah, just that, like, okay, so my actual Twitter is at Dr. Erik Bragg, Dr. Erik Bragg. I don't really use it anymore because it's 2017. I don't really give a shit about Twitter anymore, but there's a dude out right now. I think his thing is like at the Powerball guy or something. And it's full. It says Erik Bragg. It's got my picture. And he DMs like dudes and tells them that he'll give them money if he sends naked pictures of their girlfriends to him. And so like, and apparently like people are doing it and they're not getting paid. So they're like hitting them on Instagram being like, what's up with that hundo, doggy? About, and they'll send me screenshots and it's like this fool like trying to get these shots and then these guys sending pictures of their girlfriend naked to this dude. I don't know. I'm just like, fuck this. I don't know how to like, what do I do? Call fucking Grandpa Twitter?
What do you do?
Hit up Fred Van Sheen.
I don't know. That's actually a great idea.
He is Mr. Social Media. I bet he could help you with that.
Is he watching? Fred, are you a watcher?
He does
Fred,
watch sometimes.
He does watch. I don't know if he's watching live or if he'll see this episode, but I'll let him know.
Fred, shut down the Powerball guy,
dude. Dude, fuck this Powerball guy. That's actually like, I was gonna say that's like, it's not like he's doing some funny thing, like.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Dude, he's like,
like his roof's
gotta go.
His roofs is too creepy for me,
like
man.
A bunch of victims, you know, like they hit me up on DM. It's not just one person.
You want to hear something rad, Bragg?
Love rad shit.
So like right before this, I was just like Googling just for fun to see, some cool shit or whatever, your name. And I saw a really fucking the best nickname for you, dude. They refer to you as the Troll King.
The what?
The Troll King for your fucking Powerball thing.
Oh yeah, I've heard things like it's the fucking greatest prank of all time. And I'm like, okay, it's not, but I'll take it. That sounds.
Dude, Troll King is a pretty good fucking. It's a pretty good moniker to have.
I mean, we talked about this when you were on before, but for me, the funniest thing was knowing who you were, obviously, before this whole thing happened, watching it unfold, going to school. I was in high school at the time, and seeing all these people like retweet this photo, like thinking they're gonna get money from this guy, and I'm like, they have no idea who this is. Like, this is so funny that I know who this is, and like all these random people like thinking if they retweet you, they're gonna get $1,000 or whatever.
Also, I didn't make any of those promises. That was other
all fake accounts.
Yeah. I didn't promise anybody shit. I just made it.
I still just can't fucking believe that, man.
Someone made a "This Guy's the Limit" baby costume. Is that real?
No, that's got to be a meme. That's a fucking meme. There's no way. You fucking made that. I know you did. I know you
don't understand about people that know me or know who I am or whatever. Like, I make fake shit on the internet. I've been doing
all the time.
It for years. Yeah. And I make the fucking lotto thing. You should have known that was a joke, but I understand the winning ticket was in Chino Hills, so it's complicated. The baby costume, obviously I made that. And everyone's like, what? This is crazy. I can't believe it. It's real. And I'm like,
hoping it was real. I'm not surprised it's fake, but I was hoping it was real.
I'm the troll.
I knew right away.
It would have been so funny if that was real, though. But it would have been really random because
I was just like,
your public peak of being out there was past. They could have done it for other Halloweens.
Your meme game is strong.
Oh, it's
yeah. Good. I got some. I'm trying to think of some other good pranks to do. I think I'm gonna post on. I just think I'm gonna post on like on a screenshot of like an interview on Playboy about how now I'm like the most eligible bachelor in Hollywood or something.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that. So that'll be the next.
Dude, I bet you. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, you should do that.
How I'm gonna word it or what the gimmick is, but I'm gonna try to make it believable. So that'll be my next fake one.
Sick. We'll look forward to that.
Believable because like my dumb pranks have made me popular enough to where now you think it might be real, like it's possible, which is great.
I mean, I thought the costume, I was like, I just hope it is. I didn't. It would have been so sick.
The fucking baby has
that Post Malone one because I keep seeing photos of that.
Yeah, that was my inspiration, the Post Malone one.
Dude, the fucking lotto ticket in the little baby's hand is hilarious.
That was Matt Rodriguez's idea.
Dude, I was dying when I saw the little lotto ticket in his hand, man. That killed me.
I had to bring his hand. I was like, what do you think, dude? Am I done? He's like, put a fucking lotto ticket in his hand. It's like, ooh, that's good. That's good.
Mike, you've been hinting at this question you've been wanting to ask.
Oh, I can't wait to ask this.
I don't have any other written down.
Oh, this has got to be the good one then. Oh, I don't know.
I'm terrified. What is it?
Oh, it's not horrible. It's just I found it funny. Why can't I read the fucking comments?
This is from the public?
Yeah. This is a public one.
Make sure to add his name. You gotta fucking give him props.
I am. I like to give them props. Okay, here we go. It is at where are we at? Nolly Full Cab. And he asks, I think he means to say Copenhagen, but he says, how did you fly to Berlin? I think he means Copenhagen.
They did a Berlin show.
But okay, all right. How did you fly to Berlin for how did you fly to Berlin for an ETN show and only come back with 18 minutes of footy?
You edit, dude.
Yeah, I read that last night and I was like, it's not.
I was like, what is this question?
Did you think we were live? No, dude. That's an edit.
We were live.
How much do you want to hear me talk about Berlin, dude? 18 minutes is fucking plenty. I could talk about Berlin. Just what more do you want? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's a troll of his own because Nolly Full Cab. Obviously, he's already talking about non-existent things.
No such thing as a Nolly Cab, anyway, dude.
That's a dude. A troll got a troll, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how long the show is. I think that was a good watchable length, and you can sit through it and you're not bored. I'd rather you go, fuck, I wish that was a little longer, than you're watching it and go, fuck the show. Turn it off,
Yeah.
Right.
That's my favorite show, though. Get lost.
Do we have
The
any-
travel-
let's see
yeah,
if we have
get
any
lost.
live YouTube ones.
That is sick.
We did Berlin. We've already shot Montreal. We've already shot New York, and I might go to Amsterdam next week and shoot that one too.
Ooh, that sounds tight.
Yeah, this show's fucking sick.
Montreal sounds cool.
Montreal's incredible.
Somebody commented on the live stream, I'd be hyped to win a washer and dryer.
Maybe they have to get on 4-wheel drive.
I love it, dude.
That's so funny. Have you ever hung out with Brian Herman?
That was a question that we got.
Yeah,
I have hung out with Brian Herman. Yeah, he's a real interesting dude. He's like a super intelligent guy. I've only really talked to him one time in Hollywood, but we started chopping it up, and I was like, I should hang out with this dude more often, and then I didn't. But he's fucking super smart dude. I should throw him in some ETN shit.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
get him in there. That'd be cool.
Good
some
idea.
of
Good
the-
idea.
What other Baker dude? I mean, Jamie Foy's in some of that stuff.
Definitely.
Jamie's a freak.
Huge.
I
Huge
love
balls.
how
Oh, yeah,
psyched
huge.
you were when Jamie skated. I think it's when he crooked the 18 rail, and you just turn around. You're like, I love that guy.
Dude, love that dude. He's sick, dude.
Yeah, he's so sick.
You
Same
know,
with
it's
Zion,
like,
man.
to that dude, like out of nowhere, just like, hey, dude, my name's Erik. I'd like to work with you someday. It was like before he got on Diamond and all that shit.
Mhm.
And then I met up with Tori that same day or the next day or something. I was talking to Tori. I was sick, and I just DM'd Jamie Foy. I was like, when did you DM him? He's like, yesterday. I was like, so did I. And so we were both like Jamie Foy fans, and then we were like, dude, fucking put him on Diamond.
Yeah,
And then now he's on Diamond.
and it worked out.
It's a cool fit too.
Yeah, I was really curious when we did the first Diamond trip. Like, is this crew like gonna make any sense? Because I didn't know anything about Jamie Foy. He's like Death Wish, dude. I didn't know if he was gonna be like hip hop, and all of a sudden everyone got together, and it's like this is like the most hip hop group of dudes I've ever seen in my life. The fucking most gangster one out of all of them.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy. I also do not listen to hip hop, so
So how is it sitting in the van when that's all you're hearing? You make it through it?
I know what trip I'm going on. You know, like
Yeah,
I know it's gonna be rap for the next 7 days, so I just deal with it.
makes sense.
I learn a little bit. I like learn a little bit about like what's really going on out there because I don't listen to that shit and none of my friends do, you know.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, like this is what people do, huh?
Did you learn who the Migos were?
Yeah, I know who the Migos are. They're from Atlanta. Dude, check me out.
Atlanta.
That's fucking funny.
I'm hip. I'm cool. I'm whack. I know what's going on.
Well, Mike, do you have any other questions for Bragg? That's all I had. That's pretty much everything that people commented. So, I mean, we can go into
I
the
think we
video.
ran through. I mean, we touched on his beard.
Gross.
We got to ETN. We talked about Bragg. What do you want to talk about? Is a better question.
Oh God.
What's going on? What's some future endeavors? Some things you're working on currently?
We got some more
things
ETN.
some things you'd like to work on. Things like that.
Fucking get lost. Went to Montreal. I went there because I went there to go watch the Dime contest, and I wasn't planning on filming a Get Lost. I didn't know Montreal was sick, and I got there, and Montreal ended up being like one of the coolest skate cities I've ever been to. I thought it was fucking awesome.
Mhm.
So I think maybe if people want to like DM ideas for the travel show, maybe I could learn about a new city that I didn't know was already sick, like Montreal.
Do you know about Chicago, man? It's fucking. We got spots out here. That's where I live, man.
I've been to
No,
Chicago.
seriously. Yeah, the street skating scene in Chicago is gnarly.
Yeah, Chicago's pretty cool. It's about to get a little cold
yeah.
there, though, huh?
Yeah, it already is, man. It already is. Mm-hmm.
How was it watching the Dime contest?
Dime contest is the sheet.
Was that your first
I
time?
love
going?
that. Yeah, first time going for sure.
First time in Canada?
No, I've been to Canada.
Cool.
Here's a Canada story for you. Tory Pudwill wants to fucking back Smith up a handrail. He almost did it on a DVS trip. Goes back for the Plan B video. Pays for it himself. Just goes, fuck it, dude, me and you. We go out there for 2 days. Gets there the first day. First thing, like straight up the flight, we did a red eye. Goes there, tries the trick. We get kicked out. Good thing we got 2 days. Goes there the next day, gets the trick, fly home. That dude's fucking real deal dedicated.
That was in some interview of maybe Tori's. He explained that.
He's fucking gangster, dude.
He said he paid for it himself too. That's real shit.
He didn't even ask Plan B. He wasn't like, "Hey, dude, is it cool?" He's like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm booking us a ticket. You down to go on Tuesday?" I'm like, "All right, let's go, dude." Fucking.
That's a mission, dude.
Yeah,
that's like next level mission type shit right there.
I love Tori. The more Tori on ETN, I think the better.
I know.
He's so funny.
He's one of those dudes that like you put a camera on him and it's really watchable. Just
it's
right
so
out the
entertaining. Like him on when he was hosting the 18th there face melters with Jamie and DeCenzo was great.
Yeah. He's great. No, we wrote him a whole show. I kind of forgot about it actually. I'm back and looking at. We wanted to do it earlier this year, but it was just like too expensive. It's a bit ambitious, you know. I fucking got the ideas are fucking
crazy mind. Yeah. Well, we can look forward to that hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we get that one figured out. Yeah, maybe 2019 or something. We'll see. But yeah, so like people maybe like tell me like cool cities to go to. If you want to DM me and tell me about cool skate cities and maybe explain why I should go to Timbuktu and I didn't know I should. That'd be like something cool. I really like that show. We got a bunch of shows coming up. Trick of the Year is coming up this week. You know, like Street League does that Trick of the Year thing, and like Kyle Walker one.
Yeah, that's ETN too.
Huh?
That's ETN too.
So ETN's doing a show on Trick of the Year, just tracking like what's going on. P-Rod hosts it, and he just shows like happens so far, and then like we're trying to get like more kids involved too. So like random, like you don't have to be pro to win Trick of the Year, you know. So this show's about like showing off like other random dudes, like fucking do something gnarly, and like you'll be in the show, and PR will talk about your clip, and it's kind of cool.
Sick.
Okay. Yeah. From a personal perspective, it's almost mid-October. What's your Trick of the Year?
Oh shit. I haven't given this any thought.
Oh, you know what? Give me a handful. How about that? Because that is like a gnarly question to spring on you. What tricks have stood out with you so far?
I feel like a single trick now. I'm like drawing a blank. I mean, Cole Wilson had like a lot of fucked up tricks in his oddity part.
Fuck
like
yeah.
That, the 50-50 that he did on that fucked up rail that's like has bumps in it and drops.
Oh yeah. I think everyone remembers that one.
I don't know, dude. I watched that clip and to me, like nothing. I've never seen anything like that. You know, that was a fucked up rail. I don't know. Clint Walker did some fucked up rail like that too one time.
I haven't got to watch Saturdays yet, man. I'm blowing it.
You should watch Saturdays for sure.
I know. I've heard nothing but like really cool shit. Yeah.
Fucking unreal.
Do you have someone like
who's got the opener?
I think it was Jaws. You're like,
Jaws
skateboarding or what is he? What is that thing he's on? Because he's fucking flying.
Dude, yeah, he lives up to the what you would expect out of Jaws, of flying off a roof.
Dude, I mean, just as a fan perspective and hearing you guys say that Jaws has the first part, it's like clearly they're not fucking around.
No, dude.
It's a good way for them to fire up the video.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
go buy it on iTunes, dude.
I'm probably going to.
Wait for the fucking torrent to come out. Just buy it.
No,
dude.
I'm not even that asshole. I'm not even that asshole. I will buy videos. Like I'm not even that guy.
What Bragg? Since we're talking about Trick of the Year now, do you have? I think Skate of the Year might be a little bit easier to think about. Who do you have maybe for that?
Good call, Grant. Good call, Grant.
I haven't thought about this yet.
Yes, you have. That's a lie. You've thought about Sony.
I haven't thought about that at all.
Not even one time.
I don't know, because it's tough for me because I think there's and then there's like the world.
That's
and like
cool.
You know, like I think about like what I've seen this year, and
yeah.
My perception probably isn't the same as someone who's not like in its perception. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm thinking about the stuff I've like been to or the dudes that I hang out with. I'm like, holy shit, man, that was really cool what you did the other day. You know, like it's hard to separate myself and think diplomatically about like what truly is.
That's cool. Who do you? Okay, all right. Better phrase, I guess, is like, who do you think is killing it this year?
Yeah, fucking, I don't know. Jamie Foy is like the fucking greatest skater alive, dude. Every time I see that dude skate, my mind is exploding.
Love it.
Seriously,
he's the first.
Showing up to that 17 rail was mind blowing.
Straight out of the airport.
It seriously looked like They were
Yeah, I was
skating a
gonna
flat
say,
bar.
they jumped right off a plane
It
too.
literally looked like a flat bar.
I don't know who asked him, but like we all wanted it. But someone's like, dude, fucking front crooked. And he's like, my toes are still numb from fucking flying.
David, I think David asked him.
That's why I did all heel tricks. Like, dude, you're fucking nuts.
It's so
Zion's
nuts.
sick.
Zion's like my favorite skateboarder
The
right
way
now.
both Zion and Jamie did the front feeble and Zion did the back Smith, the way their feet get all close together going down that thing, I was like, it looks like they're at a skate park skating a flat bar.
Those Florida boys are
I
no
feel like
joke.
Evan Smith is skater of the year, but like I don't even know what I'm basing that off of. I'm just like every time I see that dude, I'm like, well, that's the fucking skater of the year right there. He's just the best dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like he has that effect for sure.
Who? You talking about Evan Smith? You broke up for a
Evan,
second.
yeah. No, Evan, definitely. I feel like he has that effect for sure.
Dude, he just like
Any footage you see from him, it's just like, fuck yes.
he's the shit, dude.
Yeah.
What about this
What do you
week?
guys think, dude? Maybe fucking think.
What for
'Cause
Sodi?
you're skater, man. Yeah.
Louis Lopez for me.
Oh, dude, Louis Lopez for sure.
I think he's put out footage consistently, and it's like I love watching Louis skate. I think everyone's psyched on Louis right now. He's put out footage throughout the whole year. Won a contest. He's doing it all.
Cool. I'm in. Louis, what's your guess, dude?
I'm a big Louis fan myself, but like there's a few dudes. I mean, there's still a rumored Shane part. There's still a rumored Chris Jocelyn part. Like
Shane O'Neill?
Yeah, they're saying he's gonna drop another one.
I don't know about that, dude.
Dude, I mean, if it happens, it's like we've said it before. Like this dude is completely devastating to skateboarding every time he drops a part.
His part was fucked.
No one drops a video part that doesn't affect like Shane's do.
No one does. It's not even that you think. It's like literally like no one does.
Yeah, Shane's really gnarly.
I don't know.
Tom K's part was fucking sick.
Tom K was great.
I know. I was gonna. Yeah.
You can tell Grant's hyped as fuck. He's like,
Dude,
I'm ready to talk about Wallies, bitch. Let's wall ride everything. Let's fucking go.
It is. I mean, also, I think just even thinking about, and if you read his interview, he talked about it, like finding those spots is crazy. Like he seems to have a really cool eye for.
Yeah,
like,
when you're
looking for a
watching, you're
certain
like,
thing.
how many hours a day is this dude hunting for these fucked up combo spots?
I know. Huh? It's wild.
Like that's. Should we ask him? Have you talked to him? Talk about
I've
it?
never talked to him now.
All right, I'm gonna text him right now.
We're gonna get him on FaceTime too.
Yeah, just fucking FaceTime him. Dude. Can we get him on the show?
If we could shoot him the link if he's free.
I don't want to bombard. All right, fuck it.
But seriously, that's what was crazy to me. Not the only thing, because I love the whole video part, but I was watching it like, wow, I feel like he really puts effort in to find spots. And in his follow-up interview on Thrasher, he talks about like he feels like he cannot skate a hot spot and get some cool trick. So he'd rather.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to Tom. Come on, Tom, answer the phone. Let's go.
Let's see what happens.
If someone FaceTime me for the first time, I'd be like, fuck this dude.
I almost think it was an accident.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I agree.
Wait, FaceTime unavailable. Is my phone fucked up?
No, I
Maybe.
think that's just when they decline it.
No, because Brooke Sidney was trying to FaceTime me on the way over, and I would hit that, and it kept saying FaceTime unavailable.
Yeah, your phone might be.
We need tech support. Fucking Steve Jobs is dead. We're all fucked, dude.
But dude, our batteries are gonna be dead soon.
I don't know how you're
Goddamn
gonna
great.
FaceTime anyone now, Bragg. But thank you for trying.
Just trying to make your
What'd you like about Tom's part? You sounded pretty psyched on it.
spots, dude. Like, obviously, the dude is an incredible skateboarder, and he has ability beyond. But like, to have the dedication to be like, I'm not going to be putting out some regular bullshit. I'm going to hunt for clearly hours, find some fucked up spots, and then do my gnarly tricks on those spots. And pretty much always did a combo. I just like, that's fucking dedication, work ethic, creativity, skateboarding. You know, like in a day and age right now where everyone's good at skateboarding, like being good isn't special anymore. There's fucking a million good skateboarders. But having like originality and putting in some like fucking blood, sweat, and tears, I have to imagine, to at those fucked up spots that clearly you found. Like he's created a brand where you could be like, That's a Tom K spot. You know,
Yeah.
you can't say that about
Yeah.
every skateboard.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
there's,
damn
like
true.
there's only probably
That's
one
fucking
spot in there that we've even seen someone else skate.
No one's
Like
skated those
every
spots.
spot is we've never seen it, and probably aren't going to see it again.
Okay,
Right. I
question.
think he has a Prius,
What-
Tom. He's gotta have a
Yo, when
Prius,
he
dude.
did that, like,
That much.
hey Grant, when he did like I think it was like a lip slide or a board slide popover on like this like white spot that was like a ledge to drop.
Yeah, that like shootout. Yeah, board side transfer.
Was that the opposite angle of when Davis switched back
Switch
180?
back
did?
180. It might have been.
That's what I was thinking.
It did look
That's some-
similar. It could be.
That's some skate nerd shit right there. Was it
Yeah,
the
I
other
don't know
side?
if it was, but it does look similar.
Okay, I was
Um,
curious.
but dude, that pull jam to nose grind to me was like the sickest looking thing ever.
What the fuck? How do you do that, dude?
I don't know how you do that. That's insane.
You know what is
How do you
else?
do
The
it?
nose grind. He nose grind pops out the nose manny on the sidewalk was just like what?
Yeah, you can't nose grind or nose manny below sea level, dude. That's not okay. You got to go up to it, dude. You can't drop it down to it. That's too hard.
No. What about the speaking of nose manny? Nose manny hippie jump was so rad. Where
Oh my god, he's like this close to hanging up too.
yeah, that is an amazing video part for many reasons, and I think we've pretty much touched on it. I just love it's like cool to know how much effort he put in to find those spots, skate his own way was.
Yeah, it's like
was rad.
fucking Tom K is Tom K. You don't care about what anyone else is doing. He's doing his
Yeah.
own
He's not tripping.
And dude, like the whole like turning pro along with the skate part is always my favorite thing.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah. 'Cause
congrats.
it's
We
like-
haven't mentioned just about every week on this show for the past like 4 months, someone's gone pro. So this week we have another pro to talk about. And that's Tom K.
What do you got?
And
Tom
Cyrus
K.
Bennett also announced pro last night for Call
This
Me
is a
917.
dude that I'm not very familiar with, man. I understand that he rides for 917, but like my
Did
only
you watch the 917?
no, definitely. That's gonna say my only dosage of 917 is like that video that they just dropped like last week. or
But
2
you
weeks
watched that
ago.
video.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, the video is fucking sick.
dude.
That's funny.
So
Like I watched that
excited.
video. I watched that video and I felt like it's almost the first use of HD that made me feel like VX vibes. Like skate videos used to be so about like fucking just people hanging out and being homies and like showing authentic skate life culture or something. And like there's like not that much of that anymore. And it just like it had a real throwback vibe and it looked clean and clear and I was like, great, I love this trend. If this can become a trend, we're very happy, you know? It's just
I
like
think
it
a lot
is
of people
cool
have
that
said that
it was
too.
HD.
I think a lot of people have said that it gives them that like early '90s vibe too, which I totally agree with. But like,
It gives
I just,
personality to the skateboarding.
authentic skateboarders skateboarding and like having a film of their documenting it, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's what that dude's doing. He's fucking documenting just the actual culture. I mean, they do it a lot with like hockey and FA too, but it's like a bit more like a bit more polished, you know? Like
and I feel like you hear it a lot with like quote unquote like legendary videos or like impactful videos that we've seen in the past where like the riders themselves have been like, we didn't really know that we were filming for it. We were just kind of skating.
right.
And I felt like that was the exact vibe that 917 video gave off to.
Totes my goats, bros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, was there something else? I think that was it on this list as of things that you were familiar with that you wanted to chat about, Eric. But so that's
Yeah,
it.
you had some other topics.
And the list.
I got nothing. I'm fucking out of here, dude. Hey, this is great. I like this game.
Thanks so
dude.
much.
More often.
Glad you joined us.
Put me on episode 222, dude. I'll be the
Dude, we'll do that.
220.
So you'll be
I'll
like
do
the less than
342.
100. You'll be in the 100s and then the 200s.
Yeah, let me know when you get to 200, dude. I want back
Every
on.
generation.
That's sick.
Hey, how many
Sounds good.
people can you
Thanks
add?
What
We've
was that?
never reached a limit. I think we've gotten to 4.
Oh, I think
Dude, let's
Google
do one of
Hangouts
these where we
again.
get like a bunch of people.
That
I'd
would
love
be
to.
sick.
What's the max, dude? We got to figure that out.
I'll study it. I mean, because we used to use a different platform called Blab. I think that was 4.
That
might
was
be
the
more.
best platform
I'm
of
gonna look
all
it up.
time. Bragg, can we just like steal that idea and do some ETN
No one
shit?
wants to hear us talk about it, but look it up and fucking let me know offline.
Sounds good. Thanks again.
All right, dudes. Thanks for having me on.
All right, dude. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Adios.
Have a good rest of your night.
Woo.
All right, Mike. So we have some topics.
And that was Mr. Bragg.
That was Erik Bragg for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Mhm.
So we have some other stuff that came out this week that we will discuss before we wrap up
Let's just run through it, dude.
episode 122. So we already talked about Tom K went pro, had a video part. Frankie Heck's recruit. Did you watch this, Mike?
Fucked up. That boy.
Speaking of taking a different approach, I always love seeing someone in the barracks do things differently. He was moving.
Especially, yes. Thank you for that, Grant. That was like my number one thing.
On the flat bar to curb. He did that front hurricane, turned out of it a front 5-0. Amazing.
Yeah.
Also, front
Yeah,
nose
cool,
slide,
man.
only back heel to switch manual. Looked so rad.
Was he the one that did the hurricane to forward and then nollie heel front crook in a line?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I think he does. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty positive it was him.
Flip switch front crook in a line that looks so cool. But
was it first hurricane in the line?
I don't remember.
Me neither. I'm sorry. Sometimes we watch a lot of skateboarding on the show, and things just get they fall through the cracks.
Yes, they do.
My
But check
Wi-Fi
that
is
out, dude.
trash.
Frankie Heck killed it. I'm hyped. I'm excited to see more Frankie.
Oh shit!
Thrash and Burn, Charred Remains in Switzerland.
Go watch it.
A rough cut. If you haven't seen that, you're gonna have to see that because personally, one of my favorite things is watching those dudes skate the rail. That Corey fired up the sesh, got the back 50. Raven put in some work, back 50 to perfect. And then Zion, just like the energy around getting Zion to get that Smith and that 5-0 is so sick. There was a lot of hype in that video, which I always love. Always. Mike, I know you're going to be psyched on this. Shep Dogs Volume 5 is coming soon.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. That's who I meant to fucking bring up for Sodi Talk.
Riley Hawk?
Riley's going to
what's
he's
funny?
going to be
Right
there.
show, an hour before we went live, I was out skating, and Riley and Kirby were at the same park I was at.
You should have got their autograph in your autograph book.
I don't have an autograph book. But if I did, maybe I would have. But it was rad watching those dudes kill it. But that's a good point for Sodi. So we got that coming up. More Riley footage, as others.
Can't wait.
You
know what we get to talk about next week?
What's that?
Kind of dropped like while we were on the show, I think. Grand Collection dropped an edit, and guess who's in it?
Oh, your dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Say his name.
Spencer Hamilton, dude.
Mike's favorite.
Dude, my favorite
we'll chat
skater,
about
man.
that next week for sure.
Can't wait
while
to
we're
talk
on this
about
topic
it.
of next week, and part of it dropped this week, but Frankie Villani today was released.
Oh, fuck, yeah. I wanted to plug that shit for sure. Our homie Grant here, he did an awesome interview where they gave the boy $200. They said, here, yo, Frankie, go do whatever the fuck you want. And Frankie, being the dope-ass dude that he is, he decided to go get some Halloween costumes, right?
Yep. Bought some pizza.
And
bought
what
some
else did he
Halloween
get?
stuff.
And there you go. And if you'd like to see that, you should definitely go check that out because our boy here, Grant Fierro, is heavily involved for that matter. It's at deluxesf.com. Or you can go to New Balance. They're pressing it. And who else?
Trucks.
And Thunder Trucks. There you go. Thunder Trucks. Get there. Share it. Give sweet comments. Say that Grant sent you. All that good stuff.
Tim killed it, though. There's a video Tim Fulton filmed, which is super rad. It's cool seeing Frankie mic'd up, see some footage from him at the park. And then Friday will be his new Thunder video part, which crazy. There's already more Frankie because we just got Tricolor. But I think no one's going to complain about that because who doesn't love watching Frankie skate?
Frankie for crooked, dude.
Frankie is the man.
That's
the best fakie front crooks in the game.
That's my campaign, my personal campaign.
Fat House 3, homie video. Personally, I haven't watched all the parts that have been released, but there was one you already know I would not miss. Because
a shot as a shared part. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, come on.
I know, I'm fucking up.
There's a part with Pat Carmody, who I was not familiar with. But Pat pretty much has like the first.
Was he in his push? Was that Pat dude in his push episode?
I don't remember. But
for some reason,
so Pat has about the first half of footage and then a shot. Shot kills it. Sick, dude. He goes. There's this bump over object. He does late front shove and then does late shove it backside, back to back clips. Looks so sick. Also, we've talked about Sodi in this episode. So I put on. This was the day I think that they launched those Instagram story polls. So I posted Ishad's late front shove and late shove, and my caption, whatever, was like, which do you prefer, frontside, backside? Ishad saw that because I tagged him. He voted backside. He prefers his backside one. But he also voted. I had a story up at the same time of Louis Lopez for Sodi, yes or no, and whatever, some clip of Louis. Ishad voted yes. So we already got a Sodi voting for a Louis for Sodi. So he just thought I'd share that because that's. I thought that was tight. I was like, now we get to know what Ishad's thinking. But the year's not over.
The year is gnarly.
This year has been insane, and there's only more to come. It really has.
Riley might take
for the top list, Mike. That's all we got.
I think Super Scary, he's cool.
So, wait, what did you say?
So I'm glad Bragg was here. He's cool.
Yeah, thank you, Erik Bragg, again for coming on. We will. I mean, we already gave you guys a little preview of what we're gonna get to see this week and what we're gonna get to talk about on next week's show.
Yeah, and if you guys want any other guests, man, tag them in our shit. We'll reach out to them.
Hit us up. Yeah, tag them. Hit us up. Whatever. We'll try to make it happen. Also, I'm sure you guys noticed today is Wednesday. We have been doing the show on Tuesdays for the past few months or so. It's now going to be Wednesdays, same time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah.
What's the reason behind that? Because I don't even know.
My school schedule changed.
There you go. I'm just
because it's a new quarter. So sorry if Tuesday was better for you to watch live. I'm sorry, but it gets posted, so you'll see it on YouTube. Thank you for everyone for watching. Hit us up with some videos you want to watch, some guests you want to see, whatever. Mike, any last words?
Any last words? No.
Yeah. How do you want to end this?
With the end button.
All right. Peace.